Crusher are good now. I mean, it was never a bad weapon, but it was always very situational in how you had to use it, either against very slow or mobile enemies, or in very small arenas, like bosses. But even then, I'd like to say that most of the time you were ending up with bosses just moving out of the Crusher before it could even do its attack. So, the ability to slow down enemies within its range has made an enormous difference in just how much use you can get out of this. I would say right now the Crusher is maybe can easily compete with something like the Giant's Whistle or the Powerful Grenade, even something like the Mushroom Boy as far as usefulness in your average survival run. It's just, it's turned from something that is just purely a huge, enormous attack to also having a lot of defensive capability as well. Slowing down enemies makes them easier to dodge, as well as easier to get hit by the Crusher in the first place. Meaning that it is really a jack of all trades in the best way possible. And that's kind of why I wanted to do a run based around using the Crusher right now, because it is changed up to the point that I think that I've had way more runs successfully using this thing than not using this thing. And that is great. I mean, after all, it is also another one of the many deployable traps that I think are all pretty fantastic, whether it's many of the turrets that exist for tactics runs, or just, I want to say the OG, like, S-tier deployable item for survival, the Wolf Trap. They all have a lot of great affixes on them, and they all are very easy and very, set it and forget it to use. Which means that having another one in that long list of things is going to go a long way to having much more successful runs. And besides, I want to be doing a lot more survival type of stuff because, survival, it might not have the best regen capability without necromancy as it once existed, but it still does give you a really huge pool of health, and that just seems to be even more as we've gotten the new updates. That said, Crusher's still kind of an uninteresting item. You really do just throw it on the ground and let it attack enemies, and that's about it. So I did decide to do this one as a stream, and we are going to get the full chat experience, as I occasionally like to do with some of these showcase runs. So hey, chat, how's it going? Oh, Hypixien subscribed. Hey, thanks, Hypixien. Just because I said that I do like, I might like the Crusher as much as a Powerful Grenade, that doesn't mean that I won't take the Giant Whistle or Powerful Grenade if given the chance. So, you're not live, you were here the entire time. I just had to put 100% of my concentration on playing the video game and also trying to do that intro. Which, if you've been on stream, you know that it's been, 37 different takes that I've done to try to get that right? The usual, really. Oh, actually, this is a survival run. I am going to go grab the repeater crossbow. After all, it does seem a lot better, at least from what little I used, and it should also synergize very, very well with the Crusher at the same time. The ability to slow down enemies should make it so that I can get them in the rooting ability trivially at the same time. And hey, also, thanks, Eklo Reyes, for the sub. Okay. Still got to be a little bit careful, though. Don't want to be trying to sell my 1 gold items too much. And then, in the meantime, I guess, let's just hit up the Arboretum. As much as I don't really want to... as much as I don't want to go to the Arboretum and never want to go to the Arboretum, it's like, it was such an unmitigated disaster to go into the sewers last time, and the promenade, well, it's the promenade. You know it, you love it, you've seen it a million times. So let's instead go over here and see if it can't be a little bit more interesting. Currently waiting on some cards to sell so I can make my Steam sale purchases so I can get Celeste. Oh yeah, Celeste's still a great game, even as much as I don't want to play Chapter 9. Look, it doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means that I don't want to play Chapter 9. It's too hard. I think that if I am going to be going with the repeater crossbow, getting extra ammo is probably the best option. Instinct, though, thinking about it right now, it shouldn't be difficult at all to get a lot of critical hits. And like I said, setting up the critical for this weapon with the slowdown that you get from the Crusher should... Well, it might kill enemies too quickly to really get the most out of Instinct. But I will... I'll give her a try. All right. I mean, it's, you know, Instinct is also one of those things that you never want to take very, very early on because it's always best for like late game. That's the only time you really get some substantial cooldown reduction. That and against like very tough enemies like bosses and everything. So it's kind of not the best. Oh, hey, thanks. Very clever name. Wow. This is maybe the most subs that I've ever gotten in a single stream that weren't, you know, all gifted at once. Thank you again, Hypixia. Yeah, let's just, you know, I'm like I said, it might be like good defensive wise and everything, but I really don't want to be standing around in a single place for too long when it comes to the Arboretum. You know how it be. Yeah, I'll keep that there in case of emergencies. My emergency disgusting infected food stuff. Which, I mean, I guess in some ways it's actually not entirely unrealistic compared to how I normally live my life. Have I eaten rotten food before? Well, I'm not going to say that, but... Okay. I want to get some more usage out of Crusher here, but it's like there's so many enemies around in this area that it's kind of hard to pin down an exact area that I want to try to use this. Here, I think would be good. And get that good critical, and yeah, no, that's pretty much exactly what I was talking about. Making sure that the Guardian Knight couldn't quite get to me in time and all that sort of stuff. It'll also be much, much nicer for using against bosses, too, as they now don't gain resistance to... Well, they lose the resistance they gain to crowd control effects over time, which is one of those things that always made it very difficult to use, say, some of the... Oh, those chains looking pretty cool there. Always made it very difficult to use some of the, like, ice grenades, stun grenades, etc. in boss fights. Then again, the Hand of the King, as far as I know, still very, very resistant to that sort of stuff, especially like ice by itself, which is endlessly frustrating. Oh, well. You haven't lived your life to the fullest if you haven't had rotten food? I mean, it's more of a desperation type thing, is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, you still do have a pretty big cooldown, especially because... Crusher, comparatively, as much as I do like it, and as much as I do like the huge amount of damage you're getting from this thing, it is still one that I think doesn't quite have the same amount of usage as a lot of the other deployable items, because it does only work for 3 shots before it goes away. And that makes kind of a big difference in... Good. What? No, I got hit by... that was a throw. Yeah, it does make kind of a big difference in the general... Oh, come on! The general usage of this whole item. Good. Now, this is going to be kind of an issue, but hey, you know what? You know what there always is? If you said taking Alienation and just healing up from that, you would be correct, because that's exactly what I'm thinking. Arboretum, man. Arboretum. You ever gonna play Rampage Nights? I mean, if people suggest it, yes. Right now, I'm working on No Delivery because that's a game that I've kind of had on the list for a long time. Yeah, that was not a suggested game. That was one that I actually wanted to play, so... Oh, boy. Speaking of using Alienation, there's a good option right there. I'm gonna take it right before I leave this area, considering how many times I've gotten hit, though. And yes, and man, I don't know. It should still be okay. I should still be able to kind of make that work. Oh boy. Between like shielded enemies and very fast enemies like the Mushroom Boys and the Jerk Shrooms, I believe they're called, and the Rampagers, this is getting real stressful. At least I got my cool ninja outfit on. All right, I just need to run to the end from this point and not die. All right. I've been suggesting it and also bought it for you. Oh, I know. I'm well aware. You know what? This is going to be better than Phaser, so I'm going to be taking that. Oh, thoughts on Disengagement? I think Disengagement is a fantastic mutation, but more often than not, I like taking something else for... something that has a little bit more utility. Disengagement is one of those items that it's like you want to use as a last resort and not really as like one of your primary strategies. But then when you are playing something like... when you're playing something like a tactics run, you kind of don't have much choice. You already have so little health that it's required. Although I still hold that in the recent updates that has changed around a little bit. I thought there was an enemy down here. It really looked like there was. Yeah, that has changed around a little bit. It seems like you do get a lot more survivability and tactics, but not so much more that it makes a huge difference. So, take that how you will, I suppose. Any thoughts on the Swift Sword? I think Swift Sword is great. Did I ever do a Swift Sword run on the... Did I ever do a Swift Sword run on the showcase runs yet? I swear I did. Yeah, no, I did. That was the one. That was the gimmick run where I was trying to utilize masochism with that. It's not like it's not like it was a very bad effect. It just wasn't as effective as I wanted it to be. Speaking of really good usages for Crusher here, getting like the slowdown combined with the bomb should actually be very, very effective here. Anything that will keep enemies in one location and prevent them from continuously teleporting back to me is good in my book. It is so much better. I just do want to make that absolutely clear. I'm very happy with... it's such a simple change, but it's such an effective one. Take him down. By the way, the Lacerators, guy I just killed there, are the ones that drop the Crusher, so in case you're looking for this thing yourself, it's just as easy as coming right into the prison depths. Icebow is a sleeper triple S tier weapon. I don't know. Icebow, I mean, here's the thing. In the past, Icebow was great because it had like damage reduction and everything. But these days, I don't know. Maybe it's much better now? I mean, especially now that they've changed up how damage over time works, but even then. The slowdown also does affect enemies teleporting to you, which is, one of the many points in the Crusher's favor right now. Have I talked about how much I like this weapon just yet? All right. Why does the Lacerator have to dab before spinning? He dabs to build up speed. The thing is, it's not just a dance move. It's also a way of life. Okay. Gotta be tray careful here. Nope, that was not careful enough. I knew it was gonna happen like that too. Well, now this is an interesting build to come back with. 4 times damage hemorrhage, but also Mushroom Boy, enabling some great synergies. This is a strange build, and I'm not gonna promise anything, but this has been a strange run so far, which is good because I was worried that this is gonna be a little bit too uninteresting with Crusher today, and yet we're getting stuff like 4 times damage hemorrhage. But the old 4 times damage versions of 5-cell mode weapons. Good stuff. Well, there's the curse at least taken care of. So that's a start. That's a start. Yes, I am probably going to be switching out this for something else soon enough, but for right now, this at least makes for an interesting start to this. Yes, this is YouTube mode. It always goes into YouTube mode when we're going to be doing YouTube stuff. Like, I can't post unedited stream footage up on the channel. People would riot. Anyway, yeah, the 4 times damage should also be affecting like the critical and everything too. So that's also good, but if I get hit like even a single time, and there's also a good chance that I will be hit by, say, the hammers that exist around here if I don't get rid of them first, that it's like I fear for my life. Oh well, you know, it's the old conundrum of you just gotta kill them before they kill you. You can't touch anything when you're dead now, can you? This is not good. This is not good. Gotta clench real hard there. Oh wow, I actually killed that guy so quickly that his loot didn't teleport with him, which I didn't even know was a thing, but I guess here we are. If you know, Giant Killer would be a much better option. I'll stick with the hemorrhage for right now, but if I go down to like less than, let's say 50% health, it's getting pitched for Giant Killer. Know this. Yeah, that's where Crusher comes in for that whole defensive ability that I was talking about before. It's some good stuff. Okay. Oh, there's a challenge rift? Oh man, good. That's the nice thing about having a chat around here. Wait, I'm not gonna take a challenge rift with this. Here is where I will actually switch out for whatever the other thing is that I got. The Giant Killer, I suppose, is kind of the best option of anything in the shop right now. Now, where was this funky fresh thing? Oh, great. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just gotta make sure the coast is clear, and we're good. No removing hemorrhage, you have to commit. That is literally the opposite of what they were trying to do in these recent patches, making it so you don't commit to a single weapon the entire time. Also, do you want me to continue to do the same runs over and over? We'll take Giant Killer for right now, go through the rift, and then like I said, if I'm down below 50% health, I will be switching out for something else. If I'm not, then I won't. There's also the key over there too, but whew, man. Yeah, it's rough. The barrier didn't take out as much damage as I thought. I mean, I did also rally up most of the damage that I took. It's more about taking a bunch of small hits from those, from like the electric barrier and like the damage fields and stuff like the electric whip and damage fields and stuff like that. So if you only get hit like once or twice, and especially if you have like the damage output that I'm doing right now, it's not too bad. That said, it can turn very bad very quickly if I let it. So it's just all about being on your toes, which is of course very important when you're trying to do a run that contains a weapon like this. Well, not like this, but like the one I'm about to go take again. I could have gone through there with hemorrhage, it's true, but you also know that I'm the choke master, and if I took that sort of thing in there, it would have gone much worse. It's a conditional type of failure where it's like if the stakes are higher, then I'm more likely to fail. It's just how it happens. Okay. Actually managed to get both of them, and no, I think Mushroom Boy took out the other one. Good, good, good. Oh, Mushroom Boy, you're so nice. There's no way I would ever get rid of you for anything. You've been such a helpful part of this entire run that it's like you and the Crusher might not work together super well, but just the utility that I'm getting out of having this guy alone has been great. Choke Master, you heard it here first. I mean, you also heard it several other times that I've said it. This is not a new thing. Good. Just keep running into areas and wildly swinging around axes. Not taking that because it will curse me. I remember that I took the thing that curses me. Okay, I'll take that, actually. As long as it's not like the electric whip or anything. That's, the electric whip and the electric field are the ones that I'm most worried about. Because like I said, I won't take too much damage if I'm careful. But if I'm anything less than very careful, I will die. I'm alive. I've managed to avoid drowning. Okay. As you do. Alright, that's everything. So, I guess I'll check this. Maybe it's got something. Nah. Nah. And in the meantime, I am going to go switch back out for the Giant Killer. It's too risky. And I've already died like 6 times, I believe the chat has been counting. So that thing is gone. Consigned to the void once again. Now back into the next area. Daka go burr. You can't just dodge every single knife thrower's knife. Ha ha ha. Dodge roll go burr. Okay. No balls. That's fine. I had the balls to take it in the first place. Was that not enough for you? Wait, that wasn't the one I wanted to take. That was if I still had hemorrhage. Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. Whew, man. Get a legendary one or switch the double weapon option in the settings. Oh, yeah, for getting 2 of the same weapon. 2 of the same hemorrhage is not very good, though. You really want something better for that. Man, Crusher, I'm telling you. That change up, just that alone was so much nicer to deal with. Oh boy, oh boy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Same thing here. Although I am going to have to look out for ye old Rampager, which did a little bit more damage than it's you. The fact that you go from right to left in the DLC between areas is so stressful. It's weird, but I guess it's just to differentiate the areas, right? That's like the only thing I can think of, because otherwise it would be a strange change just for no apparent reason. Because otherwise, you know, it looks like you're literally heading into the same area each time. Like, here you're heading back. I don't know. I thought so. Now then. I'm going to take this nice and slow, baby. Hey, thanks, John. Give him that bit. You know, I actually kind of want to keep the Giant Killer. It's pretty good. Okay, we're going to put money on if I'm going to die to a curse again. Again. We're getting multiple of those in this episode, eh? I guess. Many of those in this episode, as it turns out. Ah! Thank you, Mushroom Boy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Breathe a sigh of relief, because we done. Man. Gift sub if died a curse. Yeah, well, as it turns out, I'm not going to need that sub. Sure, would I like that? Hey, how did I get hit? It's impossible to see around here now, isn't it? Yeah? Oh, that's why. And done. Okay, I'm going to take this for extra health. I'm going to take this for extra health. And then we're going to take this for extra health. Good. Oh, man. This is very stressful, but I think that, you know, like I was saying, one of the things that happens in the current landscape of Dead Cells is that it starts out a little bit difficult and then it becomes much better over time. And with items like this, I can only see it getting better and better all the time. It just keeps getting better. Okay, thank you, Mushroom Boy. That works. This is entirely functional, and I am not dead yet. I'm so stressed. Oh, man. Okay, how many invincibilities does Rampart give now? 2 seconds. It says 2 seconds right on there. I thought it was only 1 second, but it's not that bad just yet. I still think this is a very usable item, but of course Rampart was like, I think I called it like the best shield in the entire game and refused to take it on runs before. I think it's a little bit better right now. All right. Is this the first run? Oh boy, man. Trust me, you missed some stuff here. You missed a lot of stuff here. Some is not even covering it slightly. Having a lot of defensive options, especially in the ramparts, in the morass, is really helping out a lot. And whether it's the rampart, the crusher, of course, just mushroom boy pushing enemies away from me. There's a lot of good stuff happening here. And although I'm not really taking advantage of it as much as I possibly can, so... Oh, it's from 2.5 to 2? That's not even actually all that bad. Oh, that could have been way worse, I suppose. Cellar. Don't tell her about the secret in her cellar. For all of you Banjo-Kazooie fans out there? Hooray! Of course, I'm not going just yet. Look, it was me or him, and it wasn't going to be me. It was originally 5 seconds? Okay, that... Yeah, I was thinking it's just like 2.5 seems a little bit less. I remember it being like a very, very big invincibility period. So I'm not surprised they changed it, but it's like, man, Rampart was so good. These days, this is much better now. Now, the problem is that I do need another skill before I get into the next area, but at least I don't have to fight a boss now. That's right, everybody. This is some really shrewd playing. Big stocks. Oh, no, I didn't think you would jump out here. Take him down. That guy should be counted as a boss for the purposes of the giant killer. But I suppose it won't. You can still fight the boss if you attack the eye fast enough. I don't want to fight the boss. Oh, nice. I don't want to fight the boss, though. That was the point of doing that. You don't get the crit? Not against those guys for some reason, even though, yeah, they should be counted as, like, bosses, right? They are definitely mini-bosses, certainly, in how much damage and damage they take and deal, but yeah, they don't for some reason. That's why Crusher was so helpful for making sure that they get pretty well shut down when I am, you know, waiting for the very slow hits that you get from the giant killer to come out. It's good, but it's also, you know, a little bit hard to get working for you sometimes too. Okay, not as smooth, still pretty smooth though. So, yeah, I should also. Nah, I can't take that because I'm just gonna get cursed if I eat any of this fruit. Also, oh damn, that's a lot of worm dudes. And this is the last thing that I want to get, and then I'm out of here. No first boss. That does mean that I am going to be out one legendary item, but it was unlikely that I was going to get that in the first place, so that's fine by me. Yeah, just setting up like a teleport trap is amazing for the Crusher alone. I guess this isn't quite what I'm looking for. Broadsword's not bad, but Giant Killer's better, so let's get out of here, though. Oh, I do lose a scroll. That is true. If I'm not fighting the boss, I don't get the scroll fragments for fighting the boss. Yeah. Doc, second skill. There wasn't a second skill though. It's frustrating in that way. Although I didn't have 60 kills. Never mind. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to go without. Why don't you use streamer mode again? There's not enough people here to really make it worthwhile for streamer mode, in my opinion. So yeah, apparently I can just attack the eye right now. There it is. Thank you. But I also do get a new outfit for it. This is good. Oh, 30 seconds. Dang. I was like so close to getting this on every single front, and yet... well, in the meantime, let's go straight to the graveyard, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. How many would be enough? 7,000. 7,000 viewers. So, I mean, you know, start making it happen, guys. I'm sure that it should be a very easy number to accomplish, right? Yeah, okay. that was worrying. Oh, is Giant still banned? Giant was never banned. It was just something that I was considering banning. Besides, I got the Giant Killer. How can I not go for the Giant in this run? Why? I mean, it's just a match made in heaven, my dude. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to take another potion charge at this rate. Should have went for the Alienation Acceptance combo, but I didn't want to spend the money re-rolling mutations. I know it's cheaper, and I should have just spent the money re-rolling the mutations. It's fine though. God, that's ridiculous. I mean, as you know, the Giant Killer, the big thing with Giant Killer is fighting, well, elites, and if you're not doing that, it's not as good. Good, and that was a good accomplishment there. Not so much there. Okay, let's keep going here. And please, that's actually not a bad item to get at all. Sure, it doesn't quite have the same sort of utility as a poison-enabled Mushroom Boy, but I think this should be working out just fine nonetheless. Especially giving me the defense that I'm kind of craving right now. Okay. Stressful? Still making it work, though. Should still make this work. Just got to make sure that I especially have enough money for, like, future potions. And I guess eventually take, like, Alienation Acceptance or something that'll give me a little bit of extra health. There's plenty of options after all. Good and good. Dare I? I suppose I probably should dare, right? Yeah, sure. Give me a good old ability to re-roll some of this very easily. Get some good affixes on there. Just switch out a Mushroom Boy for many a Wormy Boy. Gotta have my Wormy Boys. I'm still gonna get cursed if I take that. That's not a good idea. And I mean, as it is, I'm already gonna be taking a couple curse chests in this. Maggot Gal? Yeah, I guess pink is traditionally your tertiary sex characteristic, along with wearing a bow. So, yes. You killed your son for worms. Certainly I've done worse in my time as a Dead Cells player. What do you got? Certainly I have done worse in my time as a Dead Cells player. Never really used Swarm. How are you meant to use it? I mean, basically you can use it as distractions. You can also use it as... that sucked. You can use it as distractions. You can also use it as enablers for like synergies. More often than not, it's pretty easy. But I think I usually like it as just a way to get a lot of damage out, just without enemies noticing you. I think that's kind of the best way to do it. Bind it to your dodge roll button. Not a bad idea, actually. I could see that being worth it. Okay, what I need to do is I need to try to get the parry instead. If I play things right, I'll be able to... If I play things right, I'll be able to get like 2 potion charges past this point, but it's still like... I don't know if it's the best idea. I still need to make sure that I am at a place where I can even make that happen in the first place. Whether it's getting it from the 5-cell area or the Cavern or wherever I have 20,000 gold. Wherever good times are had. But yeah, really focus on getting those parries. Stop running away from me. Okay. There. Giant Killer is best for bosses, and that's where it's going to become most useful, but still. Just got to focus on parries. Eyes on parries. Nope, didn't quite get that. Ah! Ah, nothing's attacking me is the problem. Okay. Whew. Eyes on enemies too. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, eyes are always on enemies. I got like chameleon eyes looking all over the screen for enemies at all points in time. Don't worry about that. Punishment is not a bad option. I think I really need the more defensive shield comparatively, though. I'm a little bit too unsure of how this is going to go if I don't take that. All right. Oh, during the first Hollow Knight video, said he would never play Wizard of Legend. Why is that? Oh, I actually said during the second Hollow Knight video where I was reading comments at the time. But basically, back in the day, a lot of people were telling me to play that game, and I gotta say, it's like, I don't know. Wasn't really all that interested. So I threw it on the ban list. That's it. Didn't feel like playing the game. What's your opinion on somebody using 20,000 points to suggest Hollow Knight again? Oh, well, I'm not gonna do it. Like I just said, I'm not doing repeats anymore. That's not because people just keep doing it. That was the 4th time I had done a repeat. And that was like not the 4th time that it had been suggested. There were way more than that. Like people try to get me to play the same game over and over all the time. All right. Yeah, we good? We good. I've never actually played Wizard of Legend. And I'm never going to. I'll take credit for the repeat. I know it was you that did that. Like, you don't have to tell me. All right, let's go get that curse, I suppose. I should probably explore around. Well, no, that's pretty much everything now, isn't it? All right. And there's the food shop, but food shop ain't really going to make too much of a difference with when I don't have 20,000 gold to be spending. Ooh, fun, but I don't know. I'm going to keep the Rampart. Rampart, I just need the defensive. I need a defensive shield right now and not worry about, like, big damage or whatever. All right. All right, and yeah, let's get out of here, I suppose. There's Tonic, which is not terrible, but, you know. You said we can't suggest games you already played, but how does that apply to Death's Gambit DLC, which is going to overhaul the game and add the existing game and add loads of new content? I mean, you don't even need to suggest that. I'm going to play that on my own. Straight up. That's something that I got planned for a series because I really like Death's Gambit and I want to play more of it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's I want to see more out of Death's Gambit. That was a fun game. And I liked it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go with the same thing, Dead Inside, Alienation, Acceptance, but now I can actually get a little bit of healing off of this chew. And I am gonna go re-roll a little bit of my wormy buddies, because they're legendary, they get lessened. Yeah, cash required, but I guess I didn't really get too much of anything good out of that. F's incoming, not yet. It's only 5, and I'm gonna be save per potions. Yeah, I probably should, but it's okay. So much for getting those flask refills. Whatever, it's fine. It's only 5. Well, it only requires 1 to die, so yeah. That's why I'm going to be taking this extra cautiously. Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't right. I'll get it. Is it good? From your gameplay, it seemed a little bit shallow in terms. I mean, it's a very simple type of game. It's a lot of, like, dodge, roll, and then use a weapon. And there's not a whole lot of weapons in the game. But I really liked... Oh, come on now. But, of course, it's like I really liked a lot of the, like, areas and lore, and there were a lot of really good fun parts to it. Even though, yeah, it's true. It's not like the deepest game that you'll ever find on video games. Good. One more. Good. Okay. Just got to make sure that I'm keeping it good. I mean, especially like the bosses in that game have a lot of stuff going on. I'm thinking about like Almovaro, which had so many different types of summons that he could do and everything. And as soon as you got to like legendary or the heroic difficulty on that guy, it was ridiculous. And then like I said, overall, there's like a lot of really fun stuff in it. Sure, that game was extremely jank, but it was still a great experience, I'd say. If you like Death's Gambit, why not play Salt and Sanctuary? They're pretty similar. I mean, in the sense that they're like clones of Dark Souls, yes, but I don't know. Salt and Sanctuary looked okay, but I don't know if it was one that I was ever like super interested in. I always say that the other thing is that as much as I did like Death's Gambit, it did borrow so much from Dark Souls. And sure, I was a big fan of like Yul'Nath and everything, but when we were talking about like, you gotta go beat the guys and ring the bells and whatever, which was a joke that Matt Mercer was making in the game, that it was like, I don't know. Just give me some more weird things where Soren is being whiny and Death is being snarky. That's what I want. I want less Dark Souls and more just like weird character moments in that game. But anyway, what I was actually trying to say is that just like, sure they're similar, but like, it's the way that the game is so. I didn't like it because it was a Dark Souls clone, basically. I suppose that's the way I can put it. That's the best way for me to put it. That was not necessarily like my favorite parts of the game. Yeah, but that's why it's so great. It's copying Dark Souls 1. I don't know. I mean, I think it had a lot of fun stuff in it too, aside from that. Salt and Sanctuary is definitely better gameplay, but I still think Death's Gambit did. I think the design. I compared the final area of like the 5-cell mode Dead Cells place to Almovaro's Observatory a bunch of times for good reason, because that's the one that really sticks out of my mind at this point as far as your classic wizard towers go. Okay, there we go. Oh, good. I've played Dark Souls before. I have a Dark Souls playthrough up on the channel. And it wasn't even like a Dark Souls playthrough. It was a playthrough of the debug mode of Dark Souls, where I just kind of messed around with all the inner workings of that game, because I had already played Dark Souls like 10 times before. Yeah, that's a great game. It's boring, by the way. Don't watch it, but it's up on the channel, I guess. Oh man, I don't like this. The problem is coming in once again with like, Giant Killer is great against bosses, bad against everything else. Good at eating raw fish. Oh, okay. 10 times? Pathetic? Well, let me... Freaking... I have played Dark Souls for 153 hours. So I guess that's actually not that much. Well, there you go. Dark Souls has a debug menu? Yeah, it does. You can just find go over to Nexus Mods and you can go find it if you want. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. Like control enemies, for example, or control enemies, mess around with event flags, turn it into vaporwave mode by turning off all of the textures. It's good stuff. Debug Souls Part 1, since it doesn't have a playlist for it. I should have a playlist for it. It should be called Debug Souls. I have a playlist for everything. I always thought I was pretty good at doing that. Ah, dang. But you have played New Game Plus as a wizard, the true hard mode? How would that be more difficult to play that as New Game Plus as a wizard? Wizards have, like, Crystal Spear and stuff. Why would NG Plus be a banned word on Twitch of all places? You know, maybe I don't want to know. You only have a playlist for Dark Souls 2? Yeah, I thought I called it Debug Souls, though. I don't know, then. Never mind. I guess I'll have to... No, I don't have to make that. That's not a good series. Like, that was a series that I did after I had finished up with Season 1 of the showcases for Dead Cells, so it was just kind of like a, well, spinning my wheels until something new comes out, or until, you know... I don't know, I had something else I wanted to do, basically. Only mod I approve of for Dark Souls is the default dance mod. Not the one that says thanks Obama when you die? I love that one. It's so respectful towards Mr. Obama. Have you ever completed Dead Cells with a keyboard and mouse? I mean, the game explicitly says don't use a keyboard and mouse, so I can't. That's just the law. I'll go to video game jail if I play this with keyboard and mouse. All right. Can't even imagine. I mean, from what I've heard, it works better than you might think, but still, you know, think about playing like Dark Souls with keyboard and mouse. Want to try to avoid that. Want to try to avoid that a lot. All right. I mean, there's no way I'm going to get the 20,000 for the extra thing. They posted a concept map world for a bunch of named areas that weren't part of the game. Seems like they really want to expand their own world and make it into a series. For Dark Souls? Or are you talking about, like, Death's Gambit still? Because, yeah, Death's Gambit, that does not surprise me at all. There was all of that stuff about, like, the 7 great wizards of the world, of which you saw Amalvaro, and you heard about, what was that guy's name? The Black or something like that? And that was it. That was all. Those were the only 2 you even got to hear about. So it's like, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that they want to really expand on that world and everything, and I kind of hope they do. I think that series, like I said, I like that game. I think it's pretty good. Want to see more of it. And I would like to see a sequel and everything. Eventually. Oh, man. One lady completed Dark Souls 3 with the Dance Dance Revolution controls. So that does not surprise me at all. I mean, I'm sure that people have completed it with, like, Dance Dance Revolution pad, the Guitar Hero guitar, the Steel Battalion controller. Yeah, that came out on Xbox. You would be able to do that. Play it with Kinect. I know there are VR mods for that game that you can play if you want to hate yourself. It's like there are a lot of terrible challenge run ideas that you can do for Dark Souls. I mean, I've never been shy about admitting that challenge runs for Dark Souls are what inspired a lot of the whole... are a lot of what inspired the like showcase runs and like single weapon runs for Dark Souls that I do. All right, start her up. Let's go. Donkey played it with a USB steering wheel. That again, it does not surprise me at all. Oh, here it goes. Don't get your Fs ready yet. All I gotta do is just play it the same way that I played the last one. And I'll survive. Ah. Oh no, that's just a failed experiment. I'll take that over anything else. Speaking of Dark Souls and their Prepare to Die editions. Nope, you get back down there. Into the worm pit you go, skeleton. Oh, the stress, man. It's getting to me. But hey, that's Dead Cells all over for you. If you ain't stressful, you ain't playing the game right. At least you're showcasing the Crusher. I mean, I'd like to say I've done a pretty good job showcasing the Crusher right now. You have seen a lot of Crusher usage. You've seen a lot of Crusher triumphs, and it, you know, in the exact way that you should be. You should be seeing it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Get my swarm down here. I am just like, oh, I'm just covered in flop sweat right now. There's a couple enemies just kind of like hanging around here. I might want to go after them rather than trying to like get into a large group of dudes instead. Find the crowd expectation by jumping into the lava pit. I mean, that wouldn't kill me. I wouldn't be doing very good after it, but I wouldn't die from it at least. Gotta go jump in that good pink lava. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, big ol' stompy boots. Okay. Come on. Remember a long time ago you played Dead Cells with mods? I should go back to doing something about that. That wasn't like a bad series or anything, but I never really did too many mods. That'd be a fun thing to come back to. Okay. Good. One more. One more, baby. So stressed out, man. But at least I'll be back up to full health and everything after this. They also talked about expanding the story beyond the Endless. They should. Like, Yulnoth is he's still there. He's still doing his big old creepy giant immortal skeleton man thing. They can do more stuff with that. Explode. Come on. Please. Please. Booty, please. Oh, more elite mode again. There's a new post-launch enemies. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do got all the strats for doing elite mode. Oh, although the main one that I got using lacerating aura isn't going to work anymore now, is it? Because you don't get rally back up with that anymore. That's well, there's some good new items that have been introduced, like blowgun. I could see being very good. That does a lot of damage, and hitting enemies in the back is better. Good, good, and good. Okay, I'll just take this. I need the extra stats, really. I'm so stressed. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Oh, you don't get stunned, I see. I didn't know that about the ground shakers, but I guess good to know for the future. No, a flash appear blinding white when you activate a cluster of elites. Well, I mean, that, you know, you can just turn off in the menu. Although that definitely was a thing before. It's true. Took me a while to realize it. Now, if I want to curse myself again, I don't. But if I want to curse myself again, the option is there. And the knockback, yeah. There's 4 curses this run. I mean, the usual thing is to get a lot of curses in a run. It just gets you a lot of extra stats. It's just, you know. You also got to survive those. Anything else I need to get while I'm here? There's like a little bit more money. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I think I just want to get out. Curse the giant or no Dude, what? No. We're not doing that. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm ready. The new mod doesn't have elite kamikaze bats. That was the one thing that was really difficult to deal with and why you need that extra rally. But I suppose without it, I mean, it's at least more fair. There's something. Remember the blood shield causing rapid gong sound when spammed in that mode? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. Oh, hey, thanks, Retro. Oh, thanks for the sub. I will kill the giant for you right now. Even though, oh man. Yeah, I mean, as always, I'll give another shout out to Retromation. Does a lot of the Enter the Gungeon, does a lot of roguelikes that I am not playing. So yeah, go check out that dude's channel. Retromation. R-E-T-O. R-E-T-R-O. Yes. M-A-T-I-O-N. There we go. Anyway. Parry. Good damage. And let's go. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, you do get a shout out for YouTube channels if you sub to me. You know. I mean, also, if I have watched like literally hundreds of hours of your stuff like prior to giving you a shout out, but that's also true too. Giant still dealing with him pretty good. Yeah, fine. This is fine. Oh yeah, link in chat right there. Oh, okay, no perfect fight. That's okay though. Ah. Go sub to him if you want somebody that doesn't just continuously play Hollow Knight. I think is maybe the better thing. Somebody who has different content on their channel. Okay. There we go. But you can't skip castle unless you get a flawless fight for compromising for the giant? I don't know about that. I mean, it would not be impossible. It's true. But at the same time, well, after this run, how about that? But we love Hollow Knight. Yeah, I bet you do. Bold man for taking random chat suggestions. I love the chaos. I love the chaos. Although, really, I can't keep doing the same game over and over. We can't keep doing that. It's an untenable situation. You're just going to keep making me play Hollow Knight. Feel like that Giant Killer's forward strike will be an end for you? I mean, it's either an end for me or the end for the enemies, because it does do a lot of damage. So yeah, Crusher is not the best against the Giant's hands, but at least it does hit them. I mean, that's always something that I question whenever I come up against them. It's just, you know. What is that, Henry Ford quote? If I asked people what they want, they would just say more Hollow Knight. I mean, if it's not, I can't believe I came up with it entirely independent. Me, the Henry Ford of... Me, the Henry Ford of YouTube. You can have this channel any color as long as you want a Hollow Knight. Okay. Slow that down. And not the smoothest fight that I've had, but it should go without saying that this is totally fine. This is, of course, like the one time where the slowdown from... Yeah, where the slowdown from the Crusher is actually going to kind of work against me. Questionable parries are a problem, but I'm making it work anyway. Good, good. Okay. And this should do it. Bam, and no! Okay. Oh man, that was... Like, I really honestly thought that it's like, maybe I should try to go get a potion charge or something. I guess I'm glad I didn't, but... Ugh. I really don't want to, but I don't think I have a choice. Whew. Yeah, I'm just like getting increasing... I'm just like drowning in my own sweat over here. It's terrible. Why does it have to be so hot today, combined with what feels like one of the most stressful runs I've had in quite a while? I guess I'm just gonna keep taking alienation acceptance. It's like, what else you gonna do? I don't. It's so. Oh man, I'll get this. I'll get this. Librarian about to end me. I mean, that is true. I should probably consider that. I mean, I already took the potion charge, but if I hadn't taken a potion charge there, I would need to do it right now. Yep, right there. Okay. Giant Killer's still great. Crusher's like, look at that. Did you see how it slowed him down jumping in midair? It's great, but it's just also like, playing like garbage is not helping me out here. What doesn't kill me? You know, I keep trying to get good usage out of that mutation, but to be honest, it feels like it's so hard to get the parries, like as many parries as you need to make that really work for you. Maybe that's just me, because it doesn't work on projectiles. It only works on physical attacks. And there's a lot of characters here, like this dude, like the bombers, which you can't really parry to get healing unless you're putting yourself at more risk by letting them attack more. You know, well, actually, I really need the potion charge. I don't feel good about going anywhere else without a potion. I don't really feel good about going up against the final boss without at least 2 potion charges. So, oh man. Who would win, Flaming Avian or Book Reader? Well, it's... I think the past can tell you who you should put your money on. Past performance does predict future gains, after all. Okay. Slowly, but surely. Oh, could have made money for the flask you with HPC. HPC? HPC. The acronym is not coming together in my mind right now. Also want to watch out for those guys. That's an embarrassing hit if I get hit by that. Oh, High Peak Castle. I don't know. I'm so used to just calling it the castle. I forgot that it does actually have a name. Because it's not like any other place in this game could possibly be called the castle, right? I mean, also, you know, the other thing, talking about like Amalvaro's Tower and everything, is that this does also have that like light blue sort of coloration to it. It's a very easy comparison to make. 1,000 hours in the game, by the way. 1,000? Oh, man. That's pathetic compared to the actual number. 1575, I believe it was last we checked. Whew. It's curse time? I mean, it's probably gonna have to be curse time. I'm pretty low on health, and, like, it's not like there's any other... I don't know. The bad options are happening right now. Okay. Oh man. It's Curse O'Clock, baby. I think it. It's either that or use a potion charge right now. And I mean, I could take a quick sippy. I hate this. I'm okay. I'll survive this, but no promises on anything else. Nope. Let's go. No, we're not taking a sip. I got lucky there. No need to take a quick sippy. As the Dark Souls parlance goes. No, stop that. I don't like this at all. I got this. Yeah, I got this. Look at how much I got this. I'll survive. Just gotta take it slow. Taking it easy. Crusher. Gotta get that Crusher. This is not healing as much as I was hoping it was going to. Careful. Careful. Don't need to go fast. Don't need to take this one too fast. Okay. Let's get the Crusher. Okay. Okay. I'm still not actually all that much up on my health, though. So, yeah. I'm probably going to need to curse myself again by the end of this. So that's going to be a lot of fun stuff happening here. Curse round 2. Curse 2. Electric Cursaloo. Here it comes. What? Oh. Can't believe I didn't get that parry. Oh, he said it. He said the thing. He said he can't believe he didn't get the parry there. Ah, dang it. Every time, man. Okay, here it is. I mean, just give it to me. Probably take extended healing. I think that's going to be the choice if I can't get the other potion charge. And even if I can get the other potion charge. We're not going to chug. It's not chug time yet. Who hates librarians more, Doc or conservatives? That's such a stupid pun. That's such a stupid pun that I had to read it out loud. Okay. Yeah, right into that. Yeah. I thought he was going to punch me. There was a pun? I thought it was supposed to be like libertarians. Actually, or liberal librarian, I got nothing. I guess conservatives wouldn't hate libertarians? What am I don't know, whatever. Come on, get over here. Crusher's still doing some good work for me. He ran. I can't believe he ran. I cannot believe you've done this. Okay. Okay. Liberal librarians. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I don't know. Okay, there's another curse down, and I'm back up to mostly full health. Will I get the potion charge? Probably not. But I will certainly make an attempt. Now, I got both the keys, right? Yes. Let's go. Who needs flask? Yeah, I know, right? You don't need a flask ever. Frankly, if you're not just perfecting every single boss, it's like, what are you even doing playing the game? Yeah. All right, chat. We can't really. I mean, I'll keep it here, but like, that's some absurd nonsense. I can't possibly do that. That's too much. We're so close to the end. Are you sure you want to go for the cursed sword meme build right now? Easy no-hit boss. Yeah. Even sets up like poison synergy for my swarm. We can't, right? Okay, how about this? I'll keep it for here when I get to... You don't need a flask if you're taking a cursed sword, right? But look, we'll keep it right there for the actual boss itself. But I gotta tell you, this ain't gonna happen. there. If you do, you can say it was a cursed sword. No, I can't, because showcases have to have the same weapon throughout the entire course of the run. That's like been a part of the DNA from this whole thing since the very beginning. But, I mean, I can say that it's, you know, final boss with cursed sword. Plus special cursed sword appearance. Big damage, big possibilities. I mean... But it's not gonna work, though. Yeah, Cursed Sword and Rampart would be the way to do a Cursed Sword run, but, like, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, I'll say this. We'll do it when I'll do it, but I'll do it when I get to the boss, you know, the door to leave. Now, I'm not going to take it right now, because losing right now would just be, I don't know, it would kind of defeat the purpose of the run, especially because I've gone so far trying to get here in the first place. It's like I might as well see it to the end there. But for the final boss, we'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah. It's put so much work to avoid dying in the Astrolab, take the win. It would probably be a win, right? Yeah. Okay. Got it. Good. And good. All right. Crusher, please. Okay. Tried so hard and got so far. Dude, literally just go for the boss, don't think about it. You mean go for the boss with the cursed sword, right? Yeah, Crusher is a good counter. I mean, it's kind of hard to do counters for survival against librarians in survival, but Crusher's doing good there. Kind of going back to the actual the actual point of the run, the reason for the season. But yeah. All right, let's get those last two slammers and I mean, I guess we'll do it. Crusher, please. Thank you. All right. No, don't meme yourself at this point. The man who was memed to death. It's... Look, we can go for like a straw poll, right? Okay, here, we'll do it. We'll go for a straw poll. And then we'll see how this works. Okay, everybody vote here. Do you want to see death by memes? Die by the sword? Big question mark? What do you got? I mean, it's kind of close, everybody. No, Uwu is the conscientious, voting. Whatever that's called. It is neck and neck. 11 votes for yes and no. And 6 votes for Uwu. I mean, I'll give it like... I do have like the timer running. I'll give it until 2 hours and 18 minutes of recording. So, like, 2 hours, 18 minutes. So, you know, just keep voting right now. You still got your... Here's the straw poll once again if you want. You didn't see it before. It's 12 at 12. Oh, it is very close here. Neck and neck. Oh, man. Might actually have to have this go. I mean, it's only a minute left, but it might actually have to have it go on longer. It's that close right now. Your vote is going to count here if you want to try going for it. Just put the death sword into your offhand. Oh man, that would be the worst compromise. I don't know. It really is tied right now. Cursed sword, not cursed sword. A likely win versus an almost assured loss? Yeah, we're still looking at 13v13. Is it gonna happen? No has taken it with one more vote than yes. And people, we're looking at, this is a real nail biter. And actually, oh, that's 218. So when I refresh the results, whatever it is going to be what I choose. It's 14v14. Okay, I'm going to give it like 40 more seconds. One vote will make a difference here. Come on, it's very close. 30 seconds left. Do a poll to determine the results of the poll. Yes. A link? Oh, yeah. Here's the link. You got 12 seconds left. 12 seconds left. And then I'm going to hit refresh, and we're going to go with whatever is more. Oh, man. Okay. Here it comes. No actually took it by one vote. So, no cursed sword meme run this time. But boy, was it close. There was not even just a possibility. I would have said there was a likelihood that was going to happen. But somehow we managed to get out of it without taking the cursed sword. Now, there is like 4,000 gold left to get a potion charge. I guess I'm not going to end up doing that. We'll get extended healing, and I'll try to ride that to the end. But, man, that was a hell of a pull. Uwu is like voting for Nader. One, I do enjoy that, because that is my era of third-party candidates. But also, yeah, well, what can you say? All right, Dead Inside definitely will go disengagement, and we'll go extended healing. And I think this is what we're going to be looking at for the final here. 34 in survival, only a single potion charge, but I think we're looking pretty good, especially considering that I do have a giant killer. Giant killer is the sort of thing that can bring you to the end, especially when you got the final boss slowed down by the Crusher. And just the invincibility shield that you get from the shield itself. The invincibility shield. The rampart. Let's go. Ooh. We could have gone with the cursed sword, but I think that we'll actually get a win this time instead. Well, let's see. You never know. The Crusher really doing some work, preventing me from... Okay. Crusher doing some work preventing me from taking too much damage. All right, fine. Well, that's what I was hoping. Yeah, this should do it. Come on, give me that sweet second potion charge. Nah, not quite. Okay. Crusher is actually exceptionally good for this attack in particular. I love it. There's that parry. There's that sweet phase transition. One more charge left. That should be the last one, I think. Two, three, and... Yeah, actually, Crusher is going to get me out of that. Okay. There we go. And successful run by literally one vote. By one vote. It's like whoever says that democracy doesn't work. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.